Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing Ozempic versus Wegovy, and we're going to mostly look at the similarities and just one difference really. So they're both semaglutides, GLP-1 therapy group, and they are manufactured, sold and marketed and sold by the same company. Um, so Ozempic is Wegovy at a lower dose and it's indicated for type 2 diabetes. Wegovy is Ozempic at a much higher dose and it's indicated for obesity. Now let's talk about the weight loss. In type 2 diabetic patients, patients will lose weight, but the weight loss is considered a side effect. Are you listening? It's considered a side effect. But when you're taking the semaglutide at a much higher dose, it's indicated for obesity. So it's indicated for weight loss, and that would be the Wegovy. Okay, so how does this weight loss actually happen? Okay, so semaglutide, it works on your satiety centers so that you feel fuller for longer. The satiety centers are in your brain, which means that the drug crosses the blood-brain barrier. And you need to be very careful of drugs that cross the blood-brain barrier because it can bind onto other sites in the brain and cause irreversible damage. You know how psychotic drugs, Schedule 5 and above, they are locked up in the pharmacy and only the responsible pharmacist can dispense that drug because as a psychotic drug or psychiatric drug, it definitely crosses the blood-brain barrier and it causes damage over time, you know. But we'll talk about those drugs another time. Today is Ozempic and Wegovy Day. Okay, so that's what it does in the brain. So you feel fuller for longer because you think you are full. Okay, you think you are full, but in actuality, you are full because it delays gastric emptying. So the food just sits there. It just sits there in your stomach and it just sits there. Okay, it doesn't move on to the next stage. The next stage would be for it to go into the intestines. The undigested food goes into the intestines, but this drug prevents that from happening. So now, what does this actually mean physiologically? It means that your stomach is just sitting still. It's not contracting and relaxing. Contracting. Remember, the stomach churns. It is a muscle, so it contracts and relax, contracts and relax, contracts and relax, contracts and relax. But when you take this drug, you're making it do this. Yeah, it's just. I want to contract. I want to relax. I want to contract. I want to relax. But I can't. I can't. Because I'm paralyzed from doing what I'm supposed to naturally do. Oh no, I'm sick and tired of this. They want me to be like this all the time, so I'm gonna be paralyzed like this all the time. So then you get stomach paralysis. Your stomach is no longer able to contract and relax, contract and relax. So the food just sits there. Can you imagine? Do you think about when food is just sitting there all the time? It has the potential to cause ulcers. Another medical condition. Now you're gonna need protein pump inhibitors. Like, yeah, for that disease now, you're trying to stop something from impeding your life, but you're actually causing another impediment in your life. So you are adding on to your chronic conditions and chronic medication. Please, guys, let's think about these things, okay? Please, you must remember that no medication out there is going to heal you. Medication just masks the symptoms and manages the symptoms. That's all. It doesn't reverse anything. Sometimes you just need to allow the body to heal itself depending on how advanced your disease is, it is possible for your body to heal naturally. First, by stopping what you're doing that has caused you to get this chronic disease, especially if the cause is non-genetic, you know? Yeah, yeah. So now, guys, imagine that happening at a more intense or even faster rate with Wegovy, because this drug for diabetes at a lower dose is taken at a much higher dose for obesity, which means you're going to experience these side effects more intensely and much quicker. So what I have heard is in real-time data, when you stop taking the drug, it is possible for the stomach paralysis or gastric paralysis to reverse itself. But you must remember that your stomach will never function at its norm again. The function, even if it's retrieved to a certain level, it will never be like it was before you took this medication. Okay. So even if your stomach somehow starts churning and digesting again, it's not going to be as good and it's not going to be as effective, which means you're going to probably have to chew a lot. Like you chew your steak until it's almost liquid, you know, or you can just blend it and blended food. Oh, no, it's not the business. It's not ideal because you want to taste your food. You want to enjoy the aroma and taste, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do understand that in certain instances it's really difficult to lose weight, especially as you age. And because of stress, sometimes we're unable to um, to control stress levels, you know. And I find that it's important for us to look at how to manage stress, to look at what we allow ourselves to be stressed about. I know that's very difficult and it's difficult to work on, but you need to work on it for the sake of your health and for the sake of your loved ones. If something causes you stress, you need to let it go because you only have one body and one life. Treat it well. Your body is not like a car. You won't get another one. You mess it up, it's messed up for good. Yeah, well, depending on how advanced the disease you may have is and if it's curable, reversible, or manageable. Yeah. And we must also remember that these drugs cause cancers, kidney cancer, mother cancer, thyroid cancer. And you must also remember that pharmaceutical companies, they are sales companies. Okay, they do the research, but uh, their end goal is selling the drug. Okay, yeah. So they will only disclose non-favorable information, kind of like once the condition has been reported, then they're like, oh, there's a lot of people now that are experiencing this. We only had 3 rats in the lab that experienced this, so we didn't think there was a cause and effect. So, and then the FDA or the MCC or whichever medical governing body you have in your country needs to call the drug back. It needs to be evaluated some more, and then they need to apply again once they've fixed the problem, if the problem has been fixed at all. They need to apply again to show that medical body that our drug is safe for consumers to consume. If not, then it stays off the market for good. Hmm. We'll speak about those controversies in another video. Yeah, and I'm gonna be disclosing a lot of information to you guys that I think is imperative because you only have one body, one life, and once you've messed it up, it's kind of slim to non-irreversibility type of thing, you know? And cancer is not a joke. Cancer is a type of condition that is based on hope. Like, I hope I will be healed. And then when you're in remission, you're like, I hope it does not return. Because when it returns, it's even more aggressive than before. It's like saying, you, how dare you try to get rid of me? I'm back with a vengeance. And I'm gonna take the dog real quick, real fast on them. That's that's kind of like how cancer is, guys. This is serious stuff. Yeah, it's serious stuff. And guys, like I said before, I know that losing weight is not easy for a lot of people, especially people who have a genetic predisposition to being obese, you know, and um, and sometimes stress causes us to either lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight, and it doesn't really have much to do with eating because you may be stressed and not eat at all, but you balloon up and become bigger. That's what happens to me. You know, that I get bigger when I'm stressed. I don't become skinny. Like I don't. I won't eat for like 3 days, and I'm like 5 kilograms bigger than I was 3 days ago because I'm stressed. You know, yeah, our bodies may react differently to the exact same thing. And stress causes a whole lot of diseases. And guys, weight loss, a quick weight loss regimen is not worth breaking down your machinery, which is your body, the physiology of your body. It's not worth it. And there are some drugs that have been taken off the market, dietary drugs that have caused glaucoma, so they've caused people to become blind just because you want to be a UK size 6 and you're like 40 years old. Why are you 40 want to be a size 6? You're 40 want to be a size 6. Unless your bone structure is small and you're short, then yeah, but still size 6 at 40 or size 4 at 40. Don't don't do that to yourself. Mm-mm. Anyway, guys, let me go. Maybe there will be a part two to this or just a totally different topic. But I've got to go now. It was lovely chatting with you guys. I hope I made some sense. If I didn't make any sense, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you. Bye.